Will history be proud?
190 years ago this month, a group of Texas patriots gathered inside an old mission known as the Alamo. It still stands in San Antonio today as a memory and a tribute to those fallen who served there and fought for freedom and what they believed in. Today, the question that I want to ask all of us is, will history be proud of us as it was of them? Will history remember us the way that it did them? Will you stand for what you believe in? Will you fight for what you believe in? That is the challenge that all of us must face, and the question that all of us must ask ourselves in these tough and trying times that we face in our great nation. Men like Davy Crockett and Jim Bowie, real heroes and legends. Even back then, they were famous and worldwide known figures. Today, we remember them for this one battle, this one moment in history, which led to their ultimate demise. But it showed us and the rest of the world what real heroes and what real patriots can do when fighting for a cause. There's a story of that battle that I want to tell today that makes me so proud every time I think about it and hear it told. Colonel William Barrett Travis, who was in command of the garrison, he called together his group of volunteers, men who had come from places like Texas and Tennessee and surrounding areas. He called them together into the courtyard of the garrison, the makeshift fort. And he drew out his sword from his saber, or from his sheath. And he drew a line in the sand. And as he was drawing the line in the sand, he was telling the men there and some of their families who were with them, help is not coming. We're on our own. We've been here for nearly 2 weeks. We're running low on supplies. We're besieged by an army of thousands, and we have less than 200 men to defend this fortress. But he was determined to die there. He was determined to die there alone, if need be, on those walls, by himself, defending what he thought was right, defending liberty. He drew the line in the sand, and he said, you can leave here if you want. No one will think less of you. No one will call you a traitor or a coward. You can sneak over those walls at night and take your chances. But those who are willing to die, those who are willing to stay and fight with me, cross this line. Every one of those patriots, every one of those legends, every one of those men crossed that line. And on March 6, 1836, the Mexican army, led by General Santa Anna, breached those walls and killed every single man who was defending the Alamo. They died, but their battle was not lost. It was a greater victory than they had ever thought possible. Within a matter of weeks, at the Battle of San Jacinto, Sam Houston, who Houston, Texas is named after today, led his army, and there at the riverbanks, he defeated General Santa Anna's army in, I believe, 15 minutes, losing only 5 or 6 of his own men, defeating an army of thousands. Texas became a republic at first, with Sam Houston as president. Then years later, it went on to become a part of the United States of America. And it is now one of our proudest and biggest states that we have. Without men at the Alamo, fighting and dying on those walls, believing in their cause, believing in a purpose, believing in freedom and liberty, believing in the American way, Texas would not be a part of the United States of America today. So we owe them a debt of gratitude. We owe those men our lives, really. Men like that. So again, I ask the question, what will history say of us? Will history be proud of the decisions we make, of the things we do, of the things we say, of the choices we make here today? I don't know about you, but I'm willing to stand. I'm willing to call out injustice where I see it. I'm willing to stand for freedom and justice for all. I'm willing to stand for the American way. So thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting this channel. I appreciate you all. God bless you, and God bless America.
Will history be proud?